It's the leader. He's the wizard. He's forcing the mouth open.
Well, stop him. Kill him or something.
My dagger is gone. You kill him.
Not me. It's bad luck to kill a wizard.
Wait. There's a better way to take care of a wizard.
Hey, welcome to episode 9 of As Garfield Intended. Today it's just two of us. This is me and Eric. Talk a little bit about a new format that we're working on and an upcoming event and some other typical nonsense. I heard a lot of actually positive feedback of the last talking penis sketches for an hour and a half, so that was surprising, honestly. So we sadly touched a little bit on that again, but not nearly to the extent of last episode. So hope you enjoy it. This is we're in like episode 9.
Okay.
And we don't know if anyone's left after our last episode, so I called that one the pruning the crowd, pruning the audience. If they sat through an hour and a half of dicks on cards, like either we lost them or they stuck around and they're like diehard fans. I don't know.
Yeah,
the only feedback I heard from that was positive.
I missed that one, and I think that's what happens. Is if I miss it, it's you guys just gonna talk about dicks the whole time. So I'll try to make all the next ones.
Oh, we had a whole agenda planned, and then it all fell apart. And I just got old Brand Jason and said, "Hey, let's talk about anti cards and Sharpie," and sure enough, boom! It like. We went for way too long, like an hour and 45 minutes of just nonsense. It was a pretty good time. So anyhow, like, all right, we need to probably get back to maybe the core of what we do, or talk a little more like actual magic. Maybe hold a few of those people that are on the fence, like, I'll give these maniacs one last try, and then I'm out. I'm just gonna listen to nothing but flipping orbs on replay or whatever it is.
Yeah. We're not gonna talk a lot about penises this episode. I'm back, boys. No more penis talk. Are you got any penis talk, Dad?
Well, all I've got is I'm thinking maybe we might do like a usual like this episode in penises, because I did find the war penis. It's a 6'9" planes. It's pretty impressive. There's no casting cost on the war penis, so I don't know. I just saw this one on Discord. I'm like,
wow, yeah, 6'9". That's a great power and defense.
Yeah, I mean it's similar to when I made the dick horse on Desert, but yeah, the war penis. 6'9".
We're done with penises. That is an amazing altar, though.
That is an amazing altar.
The feet are balls. Did you notice the feet?
All right, so let's move on to the next topic. We're beyond this. We're better than this. We can move ahead. So all right, we got an event coming up. When is it?
The 19th. Yes.
The 19th. So we're recording this on the 3rd. We got a few weeks here to get ready. We're gonna be in a new place to play, and we've been tinkering with this. So why don't you tell us a little bit about? I'm gonna pull up the rules on the screen here, but why don't you kind of go down through the list of what the new rules look like and how they came to be, I guess, if nothing else.
Yeah, so at the last tournament we played, I feel like we all had, like, everyone there had the opportunity to win, but then certain decks just won because they got lucky with their strip mines and their opponent not having land. So on the car ride home, we're just all talking about, like, our losses, and, like, we're just talking about how, like, yeah, we got mana screwed. Like, you know, like I had this awesome hand and, you know, they cut me off blue or whatever. So we're just trying to figure out like how we can change that, because we play with casual cards. We also play with the Moxes and we play with the power. You know, we play with powerful decks, but we're also playing like goofy cards. So when somebody strips you off of like your lands, you're not going to be able to cast your freaking hazy on or whatever. You know, you can't play these silly cards. So we decided that Strip Mine shouldn't be banned, but instead it should just not tap for mana. And we chose that with Factory and Strip Mine. And when less people are going to be playing with Strip Mine because it doesn't tap for mana anymore, we decided that like Library needed to just be banned. And then for the fun of it, we also banned Mind Twist. There were a few other just like silly tweaks that we made to just like Eternal Central rules, like adding some lands that also tap for mana. But the main thing I think that is format warping is the Factory and Strip Mine. And that's like, we don't know the meta of what the format would be like. Do you still play Strip Mine? Like, I think that's kind of like something you and me, Dad, have been just mentioning back and forth is like, maybe you play 2 because, you know, like Strip Mine is still just like a free freaking Ice Storm. Like, it's a really good card. You know,
that's
it's just
that's really been it's been a lot more interesting than I thought because it is tough. Like, I'm like, all right, yeah, you definitely gotta have 2 Strip Mines. I'm like, do you want 3? I'm like, nah, now you're a land destruction deck. So it's completely changed, you know, deck building for me and everything. It is a cool concept that you still get the Strip Mine, it's free, but you know, you're missing a land drop now, things like that. So I do think that you probably still need 2. I mean, Maze of Ith is at 2, which is decent because that's one you got to deal with. I mean, there's not as many have to deal with lands.
yeah. So you said it's at 2, so I don't think a lot of people are used to that. Like, we've restricted
Right.
cards to either not just it's you can have 2 of them rather than 1 or 4. So like Maze of Ith is at 2, Workshop's at 2, and some other weird cards.
Well, we also did Island of Walk at 2 and Safe Haven at 2, but we also said that those tap for mana.
Yeah.
So
and Shazara Hard and Recall and Time Vault at 2, but those aren't lands. But yeah, so some rather than restricted or unbanned.
Right, yeah. So
2 of them, yeah.
And a lot of this came about because, I mean, you know, some of the friends are like, man, I don't know, Magic's just not intellectually challenging enough because you brew all this event and then you go there and you just get blown out by Mind Twist, you get blown out by a Strip Mine. And you're like, yeah, it's not, you know, like the fun in it is a complex board state. It's you know, making actual decisions. You got decision points and you're figuring things out, and then later you're like, oh man, I screwed up, or I did that right, but you know, like when there's this, literally you just get strip mined over and over and over again. Like, I didn't make any decisions. I was in the top 8 for the 4 Horsemen, and I had a pretty. I was excited to see the matchup because I was up against Shops, which is the obvious, like, yeah, everyone's gonna play Shops in that format right now. But I had 4 Argothian Tree Folk and 4 Argothian Pixies, you know, right out of the gate. So the Pixies, the guy literally has no way to deal with them because there's no Chaos Orb. You know, his only creature removal was Triskelion. So I'm like, this will be an interesting match. I mean, I still feel like Shops is going to win. And it was just like game 1 was 3 Shops, game 2 was 2 Shops. Game 3, he, you know, hit me with, or not Shops, Strip Mine. You know, Strip Mine me 3 times. And I never could even get a freaking Argothian Pixies on that. I never got 2 lands the entire game. Game 3 until he's just like dropping those. And it was just, it wasn't fun. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't decision points. It wasn't me making, you know, good ideas. Or I was really excited to kind of see that play out. It just didn't happen, all because of Strip Mine. So I understand it. I understand the need for it. I think Workshops still might be busted. I don't know. That's something we're trying to figure out. But yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. So we're gonna have a real event with real prizes, and run this rule set. We also did some of the normal stuff like the Adventurers Guild House and all those things. Unholy Citadel, they tap for the appropriate colored mana. You know, I don't know if that's going to be a big deal, but I think they should exist, and that's how they should be made. I didn't, you know, we didn't go to the level of like Diamond Valley. If it tap for mana, or Bazaar tap for mana, they're just so freaking good. It's so good. Yeah. It's just out of control. Or Tabernacle, or so. Tabernacle was good for a mana, so we didn't go there.
I do see. I think Island of Walk tapping for mana. is kind of almost too good. I know that sounds crazy because you never see Island of Walk, but the difference between Maze of Ith and the Island is that it doesn't untap the creature. So like a deck playing like Serendib or Mahamodi can just get like shut down by an island and not even ever be able to attack. Like the Maze of Ith at least untaps it. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see. That's been an issue.
I mean, that's a really. I don't know. Walk happened for mana. It's restricted to 2.
It's really good. Maze of Ith does not tap for mana, but Maze of Ith without playing a lot of strip mines is also really scary. I know the deck that I'm playing. I think that you and me have said that like 2 strip is probably right, but I don't think a lot of people will even play strip.
And see, if you don't, then freaking Island of Walk will wreck your day, man. It's just too damn good.
And it's funny, like I built a whole deck and I realized that Caracas beats my entire deck. I'm playing like a Hazion deck for this event, and I realized that if I don't play strip mine, I just die. And like I'm not thinking anyone will play Caracas, but if they do, like it could be just like, oh, I'm playing white. Let's just play like 1 Caracas. And I don't want to lose to a single random land. So you still have to play some strip, even though it doesn't tap for mana.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can just run Stone Rains or something. But again, why spend mana when strip mine's free? You're only missing a land drop. You just tapped out anyhow for that. So I feel like, I mean, heck, maybe it's still a 4 strip format. You know, I don't even know. So I'm like, yeah, it might be that good, because I don't know how many people are tapping their strip mines for mana. You know, sometimes they do. Sometimes they just drop it, burn it, move on. You know.
Yeah, strip mine it needs to be mellowed down, but it also is needed because without strip mine, like control's too good. You know, factory is too good for like decks that just play like Abyss and control. So like just mellowing those 2 out is kind of just fair. You know, like okay, control. Also, I just realized there is a typo in our rules. Mishra's Factor.
What does it say?
It says Mishra's Factor, not Factory.
Yeah, Mishra's Factor.
Yeah. You know what it is. You know what it is. Hey, let's play 4 of them.
Mishra's Factories and screw all you guys.
Like, but like Factory is like a great control card, right? Because it's a great defender, and then strip mine's like the aggro card. And then like if you just make them both, like Factory is still going to be played. If this rule set was big and like you were playing like main decks, like the deck, you'd still probably play Factory because it is awesome with the Abyss. But it does chill out the deck. Like they're not going to be able to play big fireballs as easy or whatever. You know, it's really like they're not able to use their Factory for James at Home or whatever. It just mellows stuff out for more casual, chill stuff to happen. And also it doesn't allow for just like cheesy wins. Like if you just go like Factory in like any game, you just win. Like you're playing, it don't matter what deck you're playing. Like you're playing a Eureka deck and you just played 3 Factories in a row. Like you've got a 4/4 like turn 3. Like that's
it's so annoying.
Or I guess that's just a 3/3, but it blocks it.
It's not even annoying. It's just that we've been playing old school for so long. You've seen it. Yeah. And that there is, you do need a little change in Magic sometimes. That's why this is cool. Safe Haven's an interesting one. I've been throwing that in. I've been throwing my 2 Safe Havens in. I did misplay him the other day and didn't realize he had to sack it after you untap it. But as a colorless mana that you can save something for 2, I think that's pretty cool because you have to play around it. You got to hold your mana back. You're gonna hold 2 to maybe save something. At this point, I feel like Safe Haven tapping for mana is cool. I think it's. I don't know. Maybe could it be 4? Maybe I don't know. Is that better than? I don't know, Factories or I don't know. Like I say, Island of Walk might be busted.
I think Island of Walk is just kind of like harsh. No one's gonna play 4 of them. Like the card costs like $600. No one owns 4 of that card. But I think it could, if you were like really fragile against like Serendib or Hypnotic. I think that's unfair. If like your deck is just trash against Serendib. Oh, well, I play 4 Island of Walk. Like that's not cool. So I don't think it matters. It really doesn't matter. No one has 4 of that card.
All right, what about Oasis? Oasis taps for mana. That's something we haven't played. Tap to prevent 1 damage to a creature.
Yeah, that's really cool. That makes like if biff really good, right? Or like just weird cards that have like 3 defense.
Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
mean,
sweet.
it can be strong too. I mean, I don't know if all this, maybe just run the full robots shop deck with all these off-colored lands, and they're still killing it. With Oasis, you got some Safe Haven. I mean, Safe Haven actually resets your Trikes and Triskelions. So, I mean, you are sacking a land, so it's like 1-for-1 on your removal. But yeah, that's something I haven't really pulled out the Oasis yet and even tried it. So
The thing
I'm
about it
curious.
is like I think we're welcome to like one of these cards being abused and broken because it'd be cool to see.
Yeah, I mean,
Right? Like if somebody comes in with like this broken Oasis deck, like or like
is there any way? Is there any place in the planet where that's not going to be worse than the best, like Library of Alexandria turn 1 and the guy draws 14 cards against you? I mean, that's just the most bust. Like, none of these could be that. But I mean, Maze of Ith, tapping for mana isn't that busted. It's just,
Right. Yeah, true.
It's just kind of a mindset. So,
like, please break Safe Haven. Please
yeah.
do. Like, it taps for mana. Like, please come in with a Safe Haven deck that's just unbeatable. That'd be awesome.
Safe Haven, recall it back, crack it again.
These
that's
massive
Thomas's
tracks. Yeah, that'd be
They're
cool.
fine.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think so far everything's been pretty fair. You and me have played a lot, and it's been. Well, we play like really. Both you and me play pretty janky decks, so it doesn't really matter what we've seen so far, but it's been good.
Yeah,
it just lets me play like more like 3-color decks. I've always played like monocolored decks or maybe 2-color because I just hate like that feeling of just unable to play like 2 cards in your hand because you've been stripped mined. It's just for the last 2 years I've been kind of stuck on that. Like it's not worth it to play too many colors. Like yeah, it makes sense. You've got all the dual lands. You could just why not play Ancestral and why not play Regrowth in your deck? Well, that's because freaking strip mine sucks, dude. And like yeah, you can play City, but like also City in a bottle will screw you. So I don't know, just having like multiple ways to get multiple like ways of mana. Like this is the first time I've played a 3-color deck in a while is in this format. And like other cards get better in this format. Like let's say if less people are playing Strip Mine, like I think Enchantress is semi better because you can play like Wild Growth more.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like weird stuff gets like more fun to play. Enchantress isn't good in this format, but it's like cooler. Yeah, it's fun to play.
Somebody's gonna show up with 4 strip mines, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna rip everybody up." So I'm
you would in like a
for it.
goblin or like a goblin deck or like a freaking white weenie deck or like yeah, dude, like an aggro deck still rocks 4 strip.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
But that's what it's there for. Like Strip Mine is an aggro card that's used to just like hunt down freaking control players, and that's.
I just think it levels the playing field up enough that it's still correct.
It's not fair for control players to like beat you with a Strip Mine because your mana screwed. It should be like strictly this is an aggro card. This is what the card was designed to do. It's designed to stop Mahamodi from being casted. Not designed to just like stop the game.
So I had to add this on here. The M30 old frame is allowed.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the new frame? No new frames?
No new frame.
Yeah.
Do I need to put that in there? M30 new frames?
We allow it, dude, of course.
Douchebag. Like,
dude, I'm definitely gonna be. I think they're gonna be kind of hard to get because now I don't think a lot of people are gonna buy the product. I would buy any land new frame and just play it to piss my opponent off. I think it's hilarious. Yeah, dude,
it's so trolly. It's so trolly.
Yeah, it is. So far I've not seen. There is one dude I constantly am like checking. There's one dude on YouTube who's opened like out of like 8 packs 2 pieces of power. And okay, AJ, our guy. Do you remember that AJ is like the luckiest guy ever, right? He just like one time he said, "Watch me roll a 20."
Yeah, he is kind of.
He rolled a dice and he rolled a 20. He said, "Now watch me do it again." And he rolled it and it was a 20. That's how lucky this guy is. So he sent me the other day a pack simulator. He's like, "Well, I guess I should probably buy this product." And it had like Ancestral Recall old border with like a Black Lotus old border in like the same bag and like 2 dual lands. So like like if you had bought it, he actually is like the only guy that could make it. So if you're really lucky, it's a pretty sweet product.
I don't know. I think we solved it the other day why it's the celebration of Magic, because folks like me and Jason that just love to watch someone under a stasis lock just hating their life and stuff, and we're just having the best time ever. We're just milling you away or whatever, and so it's not for the guy that spent the $1,000 to buy proxies. It's for us evil bastards to watch them open them and get nothing, and it's just so satisfying. I don't know why I enjoy that so much, but yeah, I could watch people just cracking packs of getting millstones and stuff all day long.
I think that's popular with like Pokemon and stuff, right? Like most Pokemon cards are expensive only to open them on like Twitch and stuff.
Because
so
people love watching just open garbage.
Yeah, I think this is just kind of like Magic's like addition to that. Like this is for like social media influencers. Like, you know, Logan Paul can open up M30 and people will watch it and get, you know, and like Rudy actually said in his like it was like 3 videos back, he said like, I don't want to open this product because it's cheesy, because I can easily get like 500,000 views on it. And that's like it's kind of like pay to win, right? It's like pay to, like in like a social media world, like you just if right now you and me just spent $1,000 and we opened up the pack, we could get a lot of freaking views on YouTube, and then like, you know, be kind of like a showboater dick measuring contest YouTube page because you opened it.
You want to talk about opening packs? All right, so this little secret on the side of our event, we're gonna, you know, I'm so sad that I missed Chalice, and they did the money draft of Saved by the Bell, the college years, and I'm just like, God, that's the greatest days of my life. So I found this guy, and it was actually on Etsy. Yeah, and he sold 50 packs of random cards for $25, and I got them. So we're gonna do the most chaotic draft imaginable. Hopefully we can work this in during. So like, here's a few. So I got this one. Here's Maverick, the Homestead or something like that. I don't know what that is. This is Decisions 92. This is an election pack for the election.
The politicians of 1992.
All My Children. I got an All My Children pack from the television show. Here we go. We got the Venus Swimsuit International Model Search cards.
I have tons of those.
Oh, you got a set of those?
Yeah.
Here we got Anastasia. It looks like a Disney product. Hunger Games, battle cards. This is Desert Storm.
Of course.
Angry Birds. I mean, it's gonna be tough. Fleet Ultra Reboot. I don't even know what that is.
Did you get any of
created image?
The Hyperborean Steel? Dude, those cards look badass.
I don't know.
Dude,
yeah. Battlefield Earth. We got one that's just called Bone. There's Troll Force. I mean, shit. These are amazing. Force? Yeah. Spoofy Tunes.
Why do we play Magic, dude? Why don't we play Troll Force?
I don't want to play Troll Force. I mean, I want to open every one of these so bad. Portfolio Secrets. It's just like
that has got a naked lady on the front. I mean, yo,
can you imagine? So I mean, that's just a taste of them.
Yeah, those
these are the ones I have. Let me show you this stack. I mean, Independence Day. I got all these. I got all these like more.
$25.
All this for plus shipping is like $30. The Flintstones. Like, there's gum in these things. Thunder, Feel the Power. It's a motorcycle. Like, dude. So I mean, I'm thinking you can definitely get like a Troll Force. You throw in some Flintstones. You get a good motorcycle. You get a whole gang of dudes. I don't know. There's got to be some themes amongst these things. I don't know. It's going to be tough because it's probably going to start like early on. You're going to rip some amazing card, like some super hot model or whatever. So I think I'm just going to throw these all in a bag. You're going to have to pick your 3 or 4 packs and then just draft them and see what you can build. And it should be amazing. I feel like I need to just send this guy another $100 right now and just set this up for over and over again. There's a few duplicates in there, but I mean, I see some Desert Storm and a few things we've seen. Hunchback of the Notre Dame game, and I had no idea all these things existed. So the other thing I'm hoping to maybe learn is, oh, there's Hyperborean Gates. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, that game looks pretty badass, actually.
So maybe that's something,
Yeah.
some X-Files. So maybe we can, find the perfect thing, and maybe we'll get a box or a booster box of one of those things to draft.
True.
He threw in a bunch of loose singles too. I swear I didn't open these.
What was that game you and me were like kind of into opening the packs of? I forget.
Guardians.
Guardians. Yeah, that game's actually pretty badass.
It looks cool. I wished it was like a Spawn card. There was a few things, and then there was like, I got a She Bangs American Idol.
Wow.
She bangs. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like a kind of.
That was a thing for
a
minute. Yeah.
Wow.
These were just in the box, like bonuses.
American Idol cards. Holy crap.
Yeah, man. So anyhow, we're gonna do the chaos of all chaos drafts. Maybe after we test out this other format, see how that goes.
That Guardians game it looks kind of cool, honestly. It's got a lot of the same like Magic artists that did it. I think I saw like Mark Poole in that game.
Oh, let's get some of the greatest tokens you ever get though.
Yeah, that's pretty much why we played it.
Yeah,
to just get the tokens, because it's just like really cool wizards, and like in that game you like can persuade characters with like
you can bribe them with babes and women,
babes and
stuff
beer
like that.
and stuff. Yeah, they're just like beer cards and babe cards. It's actually a pretty cool looking game. But you gotta buy the lot on Etsy to find those sweet games, right?
Yeah, you do. Well, I just bought the lot, and he sent me all these. So now I know what to search. This was basically, I just spent $30 for 30 search terms to look for on eBay.
I bought a really weird vinyl the other day, and it came with a Terminator trading card, and it had like Arnold Schwarzenegger on it, and I'm like, that's a pretty badass like Stang token or something.
Hey, I'm taking a bathroom break. Will you talk about this real quick until I get back?
You're just gonna hit me with that?
The greatest, the greatest smell alive. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So the other day, this was like earlier in the morning. Like we all woke up, and we have like a group chat of like 20 of us from Cincinnati. Somebody's like, look at this weird shit on eBay, and we looked at it, man. And this is the like best one. And this is still really bad. And there were some of the weirdest freaking like acid mind melting freaking altars you've ever seen. They were all bids. The cards were all heavy played, but they were all dual lands. It was like 30 dual lands, and they were all just altered to complete chaos. And what's kind of cool is this is almost like the first old school player. Like this dude in the 90s wanted to have a unique deck of really weird altars. The reason this Savannah is very funny, you can't see it if you're not watching the YouTube video, but it's a Savannah dual land altered as a Savannah lion. And it, for some reason, over the text box just says Atuna Matata, and then it says in parentheses, it means no worries, and it says 2/1. And the funny thing is, somebody posted this in the Old School Discord, and this sold for more than like a light play.
It was $340.
Yeah, it's like $100. $150 more than like what Savannah is worth. And it's just strictly for. It's so well played. Like, I mean, it doesn't even have the bottom right corner is just completely gone. There was like multiple. I wanted it for the cube
so bad because it would play as a Savannah or a Savannah lion.
Yeah.
Oh my. I was going to log in and see these actual prices. So it makes me wonder if we're doing it wrong. I mean, we should just buy cards, just destroy them. Maybe
play them in ante. Yep. Just play dual lands and ante, and then list the losses on eBay.
I'm trying to log into my eBay account so I can see the actual prices on these things. Why is it asking me if I trust it? Yes, I trust everything. Just let me get to my account.
You should appreciate it. I mean, you don't want like some weird dude hacking your eBay. That's like
true.
That's like the end of freaking the road for like buying Magic cards and your bank account.
Yeah. So where is bids, offers? I didn't win. Because I didn't win any of these. I tried hard.
They were so weird, dude. Like the artist of these was like actually kind of he was like a mediocre artist with like a fucked up brain. Like that is insane. Like an Elton John quote. And this one I was confused if it was actually beta. Because like the border of the other cards was shit, but the border of this one was kind of okay.
This Taiga has like these big stripes running through it and like a kind of a see-through section there. And
the corners, look at the bottom corners. Like he shuffled the fuck out of it.
This guy was hardcore. And I guess that's the value in, man. I really wanted this plateau because it was actually kind of cool. But again, the corners, they're almost into the frame. They've been shuffled so hard at the bottom.
Dude, if you guys are watching the video, like, let's just take a big breath. This shit hurts to look at. It's real art. You feel emotion when you look at this bullshit.
Yeah.
Dude, it hurts. Like, this is insane.
Let's see what's the next one here. Let's go on. Oh, wait, am I at the end? Oh, yeah, I'm at the end. Let me get back. I went the hardest on the Savannah.
Yeah, you said let's show the Savannah take a piss break. Like, yo, that's like the biggest one.
I know. Well, I figured you had to stall by yourself, so I'm like,
I'm sorry, I forgot about the Styx lyrics written over the tropical island. That's with the
sailing away. Set a course for the Virgin Seas, Styx. I'm like, damn.
Wow.
And I don't know, what's he fishing for? I don't know. Is that Saturn?
Saturn or like a dude?
Yeah, I guess Saturn on there. This
that
tropical
one was
island,
cool, dude.
I like that he made the top like pitch black, like it was dark, but just full Sharpie. And I don't even know how you really write tropical island in white. He must have scratched it out with something. But then
this dude was the first old school player. Like he was like, dude, everyone plays the same dual lands. I want to fuck it up. I want to have like this weird deck, like kind of like a Librarian of Lang type feel to it. Like this is very MTG Underground 1990. Like he was this dude's a time traveler. He's like, I'm gonna go back in time. I'm gonna buy all the moxes, get rich, and while I'm there, I'm gonna like alter cards because that's what old school players do.
I mean, I think if I went back in time, I might write a Counting Crows lyric.
Wow, and to see it on eBay 30 years later. Wow, dude, this guy traveler.
This guy gets out of the portal, comes back, and he is dying. He's like,
I think this is the Librarian of Lang time traveling. Yeah, dude. The dude he
did all these. It wouldn't surprise me.
Just like he's gonna like see this podcast and like, damn, I remember on this like acid flashback when I was like time traveling, altering taigas, and I did do that in a parallel universe.
I actually traveled through time, and I kind of forgot it now, but I remember.
Yeah, these are kind of like some weird glitches in reality. Like this volcanic island should not exist. Damn, that thing is fucking incredible. It's art. It's just art.
I liked the taiga just because the igloo was so shitty.
The Thunder Yeti, though, that is
really shitty, man.
Like the pen, like instead of like writing on a piece of paper before altering the card to like get the pen set, he like had to like scribble on the card to get the pen to even start writing before he wrote the Grateful Dead lyrics on the Thunder. Like set out is so bold because the pen wasn't working. He had to like sit there and scribble with that. Man, that is insane.
All right, so here, all right, good. I found him. Okay, so let's go back here. This volcanic island. This is an unlimited.
No, revised. It's revised.
Or revised, yes. Sorry, $355.
Sold for
the tropical island, $360.55. So it's already weird that the tropical island outdid the volcanic.
Get that.
Oh wait, am I saying that wrong? Yeah, tropical. Yeah, they're both tropical. Okay, the other tropical, $387 for that one.
Yeah, I see
The
why.
freaking Savannah Lions Savannah. $320. And there's like buy it now for the exact same card, like near mint for $200. So
Yeah, Savannah's like the worst dual land, right? It's
it
like the lead or plateau Savannah.
plateau maybe. Yeah, it's up there, but and then I'm like, well, I could buy one for $200. So I bid 315 for this one, but it's not the same. Like it's not gonna have
Yeah, that's art. I mean,
the
you could literally hang that shit in a museum and like sell it to some rich dude for like $1 million. Like that shit looks awesome.
let's see, what else did I didn't bid on all these, so yeah, the Tundra, I mean, all these went into 300. I mean, this
That
tropical
one's
island.
insane, dude. Like the lyrics are REM. Who the fuck listens to
REM
that?
lyrics upside down.
With
They got a full set of drops. They
blood
could have
coming.
got a full. I didn't realize the full set of tropicals on there. Oh, man, I should have went harder on these. All right, the Underground Sea. I don't even
Meat Puppets is
understand.
kind of a good band too. So this is like
Yeah,
the best
it's
band.
Meat
Nirvana
Puppets.
and Meat Puppets at least are like the best so far.
But so when did SpongeBob and Pat? Like, this has got Patrick on it. I mean,
2000 year
yeah.
2000.
So this wasn't that long ago, but it doesn't even. The edge is so torn. It's like a gray. It's not even a color of a
Dude.
Magic card.
It's like a rock. Like it just literally looks like gum under a table color. Like you ever look under a table in a restaurant and see gum? It's a color.
Yeah. That's the color.
I've never. It looks like my grandma's lungs or the gum under a table. That color. That is insane.
That's another Counting Crows Underground Sea.
Dude, this
I'm
dude's
thinking
music genre.
I was thinking I could take this text off. Like, I don't know. And I was like, I could remove that and leave on a couple of these. But not this, man. This Underground Sea.
You ain't getting that off, dude.
You're getting that off. It just drew eyes. I don't know. You can't explain it. It's just giant eyes.
This might be a
and
podcast you want to see on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, we keep doing that. We're gonna end up with a YouTube channel, but
Right. That looks pretty cool.
yeah, David Bowie one. I like
that looks pretty badass.
I like the David Bowie volcanic with like the volcano shooting out of his
David
skull.
Bowie
That's pretty
kind of
cool.
he was like an old school player, right? He was the Goblin King. Like so, a lot of people have a lot of respect for David Bowie because he played goblins in 93, 94. Everyone knows about him.
Right.
That's actually this one was like cool as hell. Everyone liked this one.
The fact that the bottom 20% is ripped off in the corner.
Yeah, how much did that one sell for?
$310.
Yeah, like I like Savannah. Like it looks like it was like carved in like a prison wall with like a shank or something. You see, like he like carved the ink out with like a toothpick or something. Yeah, this is a badass Savannah.
Yeah, they wrote Toto lyrics. On the,
If someone played a Savannah line, I'm like in my mind, I'm like that's a alpha Savannah. That's nice. Someone plays that Savannah. I'm like, yo, what the hell is that? Let me see that.
What
real
is
quick. And then
wrong
I
with
talked to that guy for like 30 minutes on his Savannah. Yo, that should have sold for more because that's actually French, right? So
Yeah, it's
is that
French.
a real black border card? Is that foreign black border that he demolished? So that makes
maybe I don't have that. I would have to look
because
at
it is in a different language. I think it's
it's
like,
a foreign black border because
wow, dude, this dude was insane, and everybody that missed out on this, this is the coolest way to pimp your old school deck.
Pimp your old school. I wanted it for my cube. We're gonna talk cube now. I'm gonna wait till Steven's on because he started making a cube, but I really wanted that Savannah as a Savannah line. You could play either way. I was gonna probably remove the Kuna Matata.
No worries. Dude. I love that. Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know.
You can't remove it, dude. Just let it rock. Yeah.
Just let it rock.
I like how the lion is like a weird color blue that I've never seen before. I've never even seen that color blue before. Like
the teal.
Where he got that paint or pen from is just everything.
I know we weren't going
weird.
back there, but that's the color you need if you're doing if biff dick drawings.
Wow, is that the color of if biff?
Yeah, that's the if biff dick color that Jason didn't have when he was trying to alter one of those.
You have to get that weird color that only this guy knows about. Wow. She just talked a lot about If Biff. I've always thought you look like If Biff. I've always thought that. Not If Biff. Yeah, If Biff and like the weird stand-up. Yeah. You definitely look like that guy. But when you used to have like hair, and I'm not talking shit about you because I'm also bald, but like 10 years ago, you looked a lot like If Biff because you had like more like poofy hair.
How do you even spell If Biff? I don't know. How's that?
IFH and then
That's
like
IFH. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and like a minus sign. Biff.
Yeah. There we
B-I-F-F.
go.
There you are, dude. Rock in early 2010.
Not loading for some reason.
Oh dang.
I'm gonna lose the moment. Dang it.
Yeah, he looked like that, but it's not working. It's a podcast. You all know
It's a
it.
podcast.
It's like cool green dude with a afro rubbing on a bottle of wine. If Biff did some work against you the other day, I did turn 1 If Biff right on a Lotus, and then turn 2 dropped a Spirit Link on it, dude. That was an awesome game.
How did I?
And then a Sylvan Library, and I'm like gaining so much a turn that I was just dropping like 8 life a turn. That was an awesome game of like shitty Magic cards. That was a really good game of Magic this week.
Yeah, that was a good one. What you were running the mono green protection from green, or not
Green,
mono,
white,
just green
yeah.
white protection from green.
Yeah, Leprechaun Ward. But my Leprechaun Ward deck was a bit different because I was trying to utilize like Pendelhaven and Maze of Ith. So like with a Pendelhaven or with a Maze of Ith and a Leprechaun with a green ward on it, you can attack with the Leprechaun if they block it. If you have a Leprechaun, Azing Leprechaun with a green ward on it, and they block the creature becomes green because of the Leprechaun, but your Leprechaun has protection from green, so it lives. So I was kind of like taking advantage of that. And then I was playing like Blaze of Glory sideboard so I could block X amount of creatures and lure. So like if I attacked with the freaking Azing Leprechaun, you'd have to block all with your creatures. And then I had like Circle Protection Green. But yeah, the deck was playing okay. I took it apart for the deck for the tournament coming up, but probably like one of the most fun casual decks you can play. And then like you're playing Circle Protection Green with If Biff. Like you can play freaking like Green Ward on your own If Biff. So like If Biff has protection from himself.
Oh yeah. That thing was cool because when it won, it felt unbeatable, and then I would just like kind of crush it the game, and then it would be unbeatable. It could just have bad draws. You can just end up with a lot of wards and circle protections.
Weird Circle Protection Green. Yeah.
It is a cool deck. Like if you're on the lucky streak, if you're running an AJ game or whatever, you're just living on luck, you could probably just like crush it with that deck or something.
If you draw a Leprechaun, Azing Leprechaun plus Green Ward plus Circle Protection Green, you will win like the game, and
Right.
you will be like, man, this deck is so good. This deck's unbeatable. But like every time I play that deck, I just have like 3 green wards in my hand. Like it's a pretty bad deck, but man, it is like the most fun casual deck if it works for sure.
Because you didn't avoid fate on me, and then
no, okay, so you had tried to kill my my Leprechaun with a Triskelion, and my Leprechaun had protection from green. It had a green ward on it, and I life bloomed your Trike and turned it green, right?
yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, you made my freaking trike green, and damn leprechaun already had protection for me. 30 cents.
Quinn Hoover though, so it's like 30 cents or like $1,000 to pick your poison.
Right.
How much you want
to pimp it out.
Yeah. So to pimp it out, there were actually just this week some Amy Weber artist proofs and Life Bloom artist proofs on eBay, and she did some alters on the back of the card. So I picked up one of those to play with this deck. This deck's just so much fun. Like, definitely play the Leprechaun with Green Ward, man. It's just awesome. It's a 1/1, so you get Pendelhaven. It's a great combo there.
Yeah, like you said, I didn't realize, but as soon as it blocks, the creature becomes green. So it's all like a green first strike in a way. So that happens before the combat damage.
And oddly enough, we play enough like he is a fairy, which is like stupid.
Yeah, I know. I was just looking at like some fairy synergies. You start throwing in
it's in Homelands. homeland stuff, there's a lot of fairy stuff. So I'm building like a fairy anti deck right now, but it's not with the leprechaun. But you
I
could.
feel like he's packing too. This might be a good card to alter.
Yeah, he's actually just has his balls hang out on the map, dude. Yeah, he's packing.
We need to stop going there, but damn.
Dude, the leopard. That's like honestly, if you want to play the most like fun casual deck, get Life Bloom, Circle Protection Green, Leprechaun, Green Ward, and then like you can always go Force of Nature, or you could do If Biff. Like I like If Biff more, but you can like prevent the damage from Force of Nature with like a Circle.
Yeah, Force of Nature is nice when you got a Cop Green out. I mean, that thing's amazing.
Yeah, it's really nice with Spirit Link too. Like, I'm a big fan of Spirit Link in this deck with both either Force of Nature or If Biff. If Biff Spirit Link is so crazy. It's like the craziest freaking old school combo.
If you can survive Force Spirit Link, that's amazing. Like, if you have the life to take the 8, gain the 8, then hit another 8, now you're up and rocking. Yeah.
Well, you will get the life. You only have to pay it for like 1 turn, even if you can't.
Yeah, you got 1 turn, so you got to be at like 9, so you don't die the first time.
Well, no, just pay it. Just like you're at 9 life, pay green for 1 turn. Now you're freaking at 17. Like, yeah, it's like you gain life fast with Force Nature.
Yeah, and it's a 6-drop. I mean, he's really solid. That's
the thing about these cards is like, he's probably like an elemental or something, but yeah, he's a force for sure. But like that's the thing with Strip Mine is Strip Mine without meaning to, like Richard Garfield did not intend to screw over green. Wild Growth was a good card. He meant to screw over cards like decks like the deck. He didn't mean to screw over green. And when like Wild Growth got screwed over when Strip Mine came out, like that really did screw up green. So we've been having a lot of
elves. You got elves, you got birds, you got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, but like, dude, okay, how about this? Like Wild Growth freaking Ley Druid, like that's such a good. That's what green's all about, dude. Green got screwed, I think.
That's my alpha deck, man. I went hard on alpha, green and black. Those are the 2 colors I own.
Isn't Stone Rain everywhere in alpha though? I have to imagine Stone Rain and like
Stone Rain.
Sinkhole. Black is like so big in Alpha 40, right? Like unlimited dark rituals, and like that you could build such a good like black deck for like $1,000. You could actually like beat people with a black deck.
Well, that was the card I was going to talk about tonight. Was Plague Rat, because that was the other thing in our upcoming event. Plague Rats are unlimited, and I've seen Pack, the Pacific guys do that. They did unlimited Plague Rats, but I feel like they took it back or something. It's good, but it's not broken, and it's kind of cool. So I mean, this was, for whatever reason, I went really deep on Alpha Plague Rats. This is my Alpha 40 deck I was playing, and I did not this exact brew because it had the Soul Ring and Chaos Orb.
Yeah, you got no since then.
Yeah. Well, in the one I made top 4 in the whole league with Plague Rats one time, but it's a very interesting dynamic. You gotta play a lot of rats, and that's the big question: is like how many rats do you play? Because if you don't have enough, you gotta keep the rats got to keep pumping themselves up and up and up and up. So that's really critical. And I think that the one I did really well in Alpha 40, I think I ran 18 or 20 rats, just tons of rats, because you got to overwhelm it. And the first time you start drawing and it's just like a drain life or some non-rat card and you're stuck with some 2/2s, it's like over. They'll start killing you out. And the other thing I learned the hard way was Pestilence. It was one of the greatest games, though. I had Pestilence, and I had 6 Plague Rats. He had a bunch of 5/5s. I think it was the Sea Serpent. He was on blue. He had 1 card in hand, 1 blue mana open. So I'm like, all right, screw it. I Pestilence for 5. The 1 card he had was unsummoned. He bounces 1 rat to my hand. All 5 rats die to Pestilence. Pestilence dies. I was like, there's no way that you're one untapped land and 1 card in hand and it's a freaking unsummoned?
to kill 5/5/5s for one.
Yeah, because I had
mana.
6 rats. He just picked one up. All 5 took 5 damage and wiped the board. Came back and beat me down. I was just,
Dude, it's so fragile,
I
man.
cannot
Like,
forget that game. It was amazing. It was such a
Earthquake,
good.
Prodigal Sorcerer, Earthquake, balance like Wrath of God, Abyss. But it also just like puts the pressure of just I play 35 creatures in my deck. Deal with it. And that's kind of like
Well,
why
so this isn't not before you, but it's so I did build.
yeah.
I did build a new deck, 60 card deck for this new format, and added All Hallows Eve.
It's
And
been the coolest deck, dude, that I played against.
That is where it's at, because you know that when they come back, it's going to be big. So I got 2 Bizarre Baghdad in there to keep pumping them in the graveyard. You can kind of choose your plan, like, all right, I've got enough. Let's go ahead and go for it, or it's out. And it's very interesting. It's not broken, I don't think. I think it's right to have it, unlimited.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like you're going to win a major event, but man, some games it's really good.
You had 9/9/9s against me. It was the coolest game. Like it's on my Instagram. If you want to see it, it was just so cool. Like even losing, like I had like multiple trikes on my graveyard. My graveyard was stacked, and actually I remember being so far into your Bizarre Baghdad's that I looked at you. I said, I don't even want to know what's in your graveyard. I didn't have a way to stop All Hallows Eve. I'm like, I want it to be a surprise, and you just bring out 9/9/9s, and it was like,
yeah, but I think you like freaking hit me with a trike that was you brought 2 trikes back and killed me or something. Anyhow,
maybe I don't know. Maybe I killed you with trike or something. But dude, I don't know. It was like something that I've never faced in old school though. Like I've never been at the barrel of 9/9/9s. Like, dude, I felt like
yeah, when they're coming in, so that's where I added. We haven't played it yet, but I added 2 Diamond Valleys and a Greed, and I took out the Drain Life because even though that's good for removal and stuff. Terra has been pretty solid. I probably need a sideboard. I don't really have a sideboard. I've thought of playing it for the event. I don't know. It seems too predictable for a full day event or whatever, but I don't know. It's probably going to be 4 or 5 rounds because we want to get into these other things. We want to jam some supermodel cards and All My Children. Dude, I want to open a freaking...
But I
want to open an All My Children pack so bad.
Open one pack up for the podcast, dude. Yeah, just one random ass pack.
All right, what should we? Marilyn Monroe? Nah, that's too good.
That's too good, yeah, because that's we need
too
like
good.
Some
Webkins,
ladies.
not too good. Spooky tunes. Well, I am curious what Troll Force is all about.
Yeah, that actually sounds like that kind of a cool game. Is it just
I think
like
there's 2 Troll Force packs, so why don't we crack a Troll Force?
All right, cool, yeah.
And just see what that
turn
is.
your background off. Can you turn your background doesn't do well with the cards.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Right. Yep.
Here, while you're getting that set up, I just wanted to give a quick shout out. So M30, like the anniversary, really sucks, but I did want to celebrate on the 30th. So I bought this like $10 little Sarah Angel. I thought it was pretty cool. It's the only foil card I own. It was cool to see like that they did at least give. It says 1993 on the artwork. I thought that was really cool. So even though Wizard of the Coast is selling Death Laces for $1,000 a piece, I did think it was kind of cool to just have like some alternative art, 1993 on the artwork, Sarah Angels. So quick little shout out. It was the only way I celebrated. Like I love this game. I didn't want to celebrate this game in like complete shame with dropping a grand to open some complete shit. But you can pay $10 and just be like, yeah, it's been a cool, nice run so far. I dropped $10 on this cool little foil Sarah Angel. I might play it in its old border, so I might honestly play it casually. It's cool. Like the artwork's pretty sweet. It's like a pretty angry looking angel. And it says vigilance instead of they shouldn't have put vigilance. They should have said.
Yeah, that's pretty modern.
It looks like a new card. Like that's the thing about when they do the old border with the new card art is all the new artwork is like digitally made. And then like the old artwork is like Amy Weber's like freaking like stone carvings of like some weird star with like skeletons around it or something. Like old artwork, it looks so much different compared to new artwork. So it does look like a new card, but it was sweet. I thought that was really cool. Like they did at least give it. If they didn't make that foil, that would have been way cool. but they weren't going to not do that.
They went hard. And
Yeah, everybody loves foil. So, like, besides old school players. But they should have left the 93, 94 cards on foil. But, hey, a quick little, that's a cool way, I thought, to celebrate the 30th anniversary without buying web, $1,000 web. Might be a rare. So, Troll Force. All right.
$1,000 proxy web.
That is a rare, by the way. So, before you buy
All right, so I'm reading a little bit about the Troll Force pack here. It says on the back, kids, don't miss out ordering your official Troll Force watch. Details inside. So I don't know what a Troll Force watch is worth, but
is that like the Minotaur jacket?
Yeah, it's like the Minotaur jacket. It's probably big money. All right, let's crack this thing. I'm dying to see what's in here. See what Troll Force is all about, and see what I would first pick.
Holy shit, Dan Frazier's fucking Sedge Troll artwork.
Yeah, all right. So we got the man. I don't even understand this.
Yo, these are weird.
You got one that just says "You bug me too." Oh, here's the official Troll Force watch offer. I didn't need to look into that.
Yeah.
Ooh, Bizback's a wizard.
Yeah,
that guy's pretty cool.
The wizard troll is a sick token.
Probably first picking him.
Are those
there's
stickers?
A Star Patrol. Is that a sticker? No, maybe.
You bug me too. Is that a sticker? I feel like that's gonna be. The 90s loved this, like the Cabbage Patch Kids and stuff. Those all had stickers in them.
No, this is a Troll World driver's license. It says on the
back. You can drive for just pay like $2 and get your driver's license. Okay, cool.
Oh, dude, this guy's surfing. All right, there's a surfing troll. There's a rocker and a guy with a gun.
Yo, the dude with the gun's pretty sick.
Yeah, dude, this would be tough. So I don't know. What would you first pick? I think I'm going wizard just because I like wizards and stuff. But
can you flip the wizard upside down so we can see it and then like hold up to the website?
Sorry.
No, you're good. The best artwork. Yeah, I want to see like up close.
So these are what I'm thinking.
Is that dude shred? Is that a cop? Is that a cop on the dude's backpack shredding a guitar? The dude's playing his guitar.
Yeah, he's got a cop on his back. Oh shit, that's pretty good. That's
dude,
a solid.
He's like, I'm gonna just put my guitar player on my back as a backpack. I'm the lead singer. I play bass, but I don't actually touch it. And my guitar player is a cop. And now we got the wizard.
So here's the wizard. I'm thinking that's what I might first pick, but dude, you also got this. You got this guy with the machine gun.
The wizard, dude.
You got a surfer. He's pretty solid.
Yeah,
he's like out at night too.
That dude is like a low IQ rockhead party monster, dude. The surfer is tight. I like the surfer.
What about this dude? He's spitting some rhymes. I mean, this guy, you can go with the whole band theme. He could be a lead singer or something like that if you're trying to draft up a good band.
Cooler than the dude playing a cop on his guitar, like the guitar playing cop as a backpack. That dude's
that's true. And then this guy this is probably the rare. I don't know. There's a lot going on here. He's in outer space with a sword.
Yeah, he's pointing at like, dude, I'm gonna say the surfer is kind of my league. He's just like, I don't know. Everybody's so complicated. The surfer is just the surfer's a troll.
These aren't complicated.
That's not a troll though, dude. That dude is like, the troll is just like this dumb surfer dude. Like, let us not forget the personality, like stereotypical surfer dude. He's like a real troll.
Yeah, right. If you're a troll, you're not gonna put a cop on your back like.
Yeah,
he's a prisoner too. That cop is not doing well. Like you can see, he's not.
Is it a dead cop as a back?
It's a dead. He's got a dead cop on his back for a back. That is pretty metal.
Yeah, that's pretty
damn metal. Like you killed a cop on your way and you just strapped him to your back and did the concert.
I didn't think about that. Is a dead cop. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's a dead cop. Damn, that's a good pick.
The wizard's pretty badass. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the rest real quick. I'm gonna stick with surfer though. Sorry.
All right, well, I'm going to look up the Troll Force watch on eBay and see what this thing's pulling for. Oh, I don't even see it. I just see the official cards. Let's look around here, see what our options are. We can... I don't see there's Avengers. You can buy a full set, all 56 cards for $9.95. So pack, Troll Force. $18 for a box of them. All right. Nobody's got the watch. I wonder if I send it in. I think I might send in for the. Oh, here it is. Nope. Wrong watch. That's what freaking eBay will do to you. Yep. Well, I'm gonna have to send this in and see what they say. Troll Force packs, a lot of $6 with $5 shipping. Dang. Harsh. I don't see anyone has the Troll Force watch. So this might be a quest item. This might be an achievement to be unlocked. See if anyone can find the Troll Force original watch. Huh. It's a card here to get it, but well, 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. I wonder if I send this in. I mean, the price is right too.
Free watch for whoever's
Please
watching.
send check or money order. I don't think I'm going to send them maybe a money order, and then they'd feel obligated. It's got a 2-year guarantee.
Dude, that shit's coming back to you in the mail.
No, I mean, a money order is hard to return.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to send this in just to see what.
Send a money order for the Hurling Minotaur jacket, too.
Yeah, see if that works out.
Yeah. Yeah, real quick, in my deep peeing mindset, I was thinking, so we've been playing the format with the chess rules with strip mine not topping for mana. So I was thinking like less strip mine means that I was like trying to kind of test the boundaries of weird lands. So we had tested, I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was playing Urza lands. And even without strip mine, Urza lands are like really bad. I was playing a pretty cool deck. I think the deck would have been way better with like more islands and not the Urza lands, because it seemed like every 5 games probably I would assemble Urza land like turn 6, where the mana just no longer mattered. Like turn 6, I'd get Tron. I think the deck I was playing was really good. It was like a copy artifact Triskelion deck. It was just like the rest of the
deck was pretty busted, really.
The deck was sick. Yeah, I played like Hercule's Recalls, Copy Artifact, just like a bunch of trikes. But even if you banned like strip, like, dude, unless you have incredible luck. I think I assembled Tron. We probably played that deck like 10 times. I think I got it like 2 times. And when I had got it, it didn't matter. It was like, well, I've already got like 9 mana. Oh, I got the final piece of Tron. Like, it didn't matter. So that was like one thing I did try. And then you were talking about playing workshops. So that's kind of been like, you've been playing workshops. We've only done it for a few times. But just kind of trying to test the boundaries of that format. That's a really nice altar. Who did that?
That's a Brossard. I was just going to show you these couple things here on the way out. So that thing's amazing. This transmute artifact.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And then he did a copy artifact too. The amount of details in that stuff's so amazing.
It is, dude. Yeah, that's really nice. I wish I knew what the artifacts were though. Should have did like magic themed. But no, this is obviously really nice art.
Yeah, I don't know what he's copying, I guess. True.
Because like same thing with that transmute. It was like I don't know what the artifact was he was making. It was, I guess it's fine art. Yeah, this is really good though.
I don't think this is Brossard, but damn, this guy could really draw this Wrath of God.
I wish I could remember he did that.
But I like the quote is by the Bible, Ezekiel 25:17.
Well, he says that, right? He says that like
he drops a lot longer one than "You Will Know My Name."
He goes hard. He goes really hard. I'm actually pretty sure that he does quote that exact same quote.
Yeah, I mean but it's a lot more. It's not just that.
Yeah, it keeps going. It's like that quote plus he's got the Bible, he's got the Quran, he's got the freaking he's got I don't know.
You have a T-shirt with it on the back, and it just goes on, fills the entire shirt. Yeah.
Ooh, that would be nice. Yeah, that would be nice. Okay.
I will lay my vengeance upon thee.
Yeah, so
Uh,
that's a really nice Samuel L. Jackson altar. I've been getting some pretty nice altars lately.
yeah, I got this one here pulled up real quick too, because I think we're about to call it
Yeah,
even. This
that's
thing's
my newest
cool.
one.
Now, who did this one? So Manila Hero.
CK altars on
Yeah,
Instagram.
yeah.
And I don't want to like kind of. So in Canada, I guess I don't know anything like about money. Like I'm kind of a meathead on this, but it's pretty cheap. I think. Like I think I paid like $60 US to somebody in Canada for this, and to me, I'm just like, yeah, like I would gladly pay that. Like that's
Yeah, the
cheaper
guy in
than
Canada just
Alpha.
bought a Tesla with that, man. That's
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure
I
I
don't know
understand the
anything about
exchange
Canada
rate
money.
is ridiculous. Yeah, he
I just thought that was so cool. I just like so like when I think of white
I'm just
cards,
kidding. I don't
I've
think it's
always
that
thought with like white cards that it's like the underdog. So like I I feel like my deck is getting like too religious, and I don't mean it to ever be like that. But like I thought Joan of Arc, and then I have another card altered by the same person. That's David and Goliath, because like not so much religion. I don't want that to ever be a part of Magic or anything. But I just thought that they're like the underdogs. Like these people were people that just
What's
like
this up
thrive.
here? What's the text behind it? Is that saying
She's
something?
like holding a banner. I don't know. That's like just
Okay.
the artist to know. I'm not sure actually. But it's like just to me, that's like the perfect underdog, right? Like a 1 mana, like 1/1, like but also then if you go down in history, like this person saved France, you know. It's crazy. I thought that was a cool idea for like White Weenie.
That
Like
is
they are
cool.
definitely, you know, because people would usually get cards altered as like a 9/9, like you know, get Shivan Dragon altered as like this badass card. I'm like, I want to get some white alters as like, I might do some more like kings and like people that like accomplished a lot on some white cards, or maybe I'll do the War Penis on my planes. Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, maybe. All right, that sounds good too.
I do got some more. I actually have another Joan of Arc altar on a White Knight coming up that they're painting right now. So the next podcast will show that. So
I think Steven's been into these. I was hoping he was
dude,
the multiple islands that make a full, you know.
Yeah, he's getting the islands done right now as another like it's a Kraken. So the swamps are Cthulhu. Okay, here I think he told me all of them. So the swamps are Cthulhu, then the islands are like a Kraken, and I've seen the start of that. They've not put all the detail yet. Then he's going to do this is by the same artist. He's doing all 5 duels or all 5 basics. He's doing the swamps are going to be crap. What do you? I know that the forests are going to be like. Okay, that's right. Okay, so the swamps are Cthulhu. The forests are going to be like tree folk, like one big tree folk dude, and then the mountains
are
are
a
big
giant
dragon.
douche running across the whole thing.
Giant douche on it. The mountain's gonna be big dragon, and then he doesn't know what's gonna be on the plains yet. And I told him he should do like some like crazy angel, right? Like with big wings. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's like what you do with white, but
they did 3 of these, but I don't even know what they are. They don't even have names on them. I don't even. I saw the Star Wars thing was kind of cool, but I'm like, we've gone so far with altars. There's no card name on it or anything. It's just
it's gotta be mountain,
right? Cardboard.
Douglas Schuler mountain.
Yeah, the rumor is these are all Arabian Nights mountains that they drew on. I don't know. So,
well, that's actually what's. I never noticed this before. Are all 3 mountains like a silhouette? Because that is all 3 mountain artwork.
It is the 3 mountain artwork. I don't think they go together.
I think he maybe all because I don't think they're a silhouette. I think he like moved it to look like a silhouette.
Still looking at these Troll Force cards.
So debating on what the cool what you would draft.
Troll Force to go with.
The surfer, dude. The surfer is like got the coolest story. He's the most laid back, chill dude.
So this would be a hard pick one. I don't know. I'll throw this on my Instagram.
If you pick wizard, like there's not any other wizards in like the Bones cards.
What about Webkins or I don't know. You don't do that. I don't know. I think this is one of the greatest drafts ever. So we'll see where this goes.
It's gonna be Julie who has the best like imagination, right? Because you can just
right. It's storytelling. It's all about the storytelling. Trying to sell it. We're all salesmen, man. We're gonna try to sell this freaking thing. All right. Well, much casualer episode than the last one around. So maybe we've gained or lost fans. I don't know. We'll see. Jason was sick. Steven is. I hope he's alive because he never responded to any text.
And his job is like highly dangerous. So
I know.
hopefully he is alive. He climbs up trees that are like 200 feet tall.
Yeah, he's. So I was like kind of worried for his safety. So.
Yeah.
But all right, man. Anything else you want to hit us up with before we call it a night?
No, honestly, like I'm pretty clueless on what the format that we've been brewing will hold, and
Yeah.
I'm excited more for the episode after the tournament. This has been kind of a opening for what's coming up. So no, I don't have anything more. You'll
Yeah,
just
and
wait
if
for the
anyone
future.
does actually want to come to the Cincinnati area, let us know. You
Yeah,
can, what's our email again? ebonhandmtg@gmail.com. Yeah, that's us.
okay.
Yeah, email us, hit us up for details. But yeah, you're welcome to come. It's gonna be a Saturday event, and we're hoping to pull in maybe 6-8 people. It should be sweet. But I don't know, it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, so I've got like a sandblaster, so I make prizes. Is it gonna be a cup? Is it gonna be a mirror? I don't. Whatever they got at Goodwill, I'm gonna go there this weekend. Whatever they got down there that's made out of glass is gonna be the prize, and I'm gonna like sandblast some sort of magic artwork into it.
Well,
No
I've got
clue.
that. I did take that freaking weird metal suitcase home from work and clean it all up. It looks like the numbers you get from like Deal or No Deal. You know, this is like number 7 or something. I thought about just putting a big number 7 and making it like a cube box or something. Would be kind of cool. It's got a combination. If you had like a chain, like went to your like locked it to your wrist with like a handcuff.
It was a
And
really weird item, man.
it is a weird item. I can't decide if it's a prize or if it's just a weird thing to roll in with sometimes. So
I'm gonna bring in a prize. I know Steven's getting a prize. You talked to me about alters yesterday. I'd mentioned maybe like a chess altered card, like a chess piece on the card with like maybe like the black and white checkered like background, because it's kind of like this is what we're calling our new rules, the chess theme. So chess theme tournament.
yeah, it's just trying to make people build complicated board states and then solve them like you're playing chess. So I hope it works out. I hope it creates a bunch of them. We'll probably just all get mana screwed all day and lose to other random things. But I feel like it's gonna be a lot of fun games. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
I got like 5 or 6 brews I want to put together.
Yeah, I know. I'm playing a deck with like, dude, nothing is under like 6 mana in my deck. So
One last thing, shout out to Randy White, who sells me a lot of cards on eBay and always ships them in a Christmas card. I love this dude, man. I got his Christmas. I buy a lot of his stuff. Apparently, this is like the 4th time. They always come in double Christmas cards, and they're just the most random, candy cane, whatever it might be. And I sent them out, and the kids are like, "Why do I have Christmas cards out?" Like, yeah, man, like I got a card.
well, the other day our
He doesn't
secretary
sign them.
says. The other day, our
Just-
secretary at our office is just like, "You got a postcard from Hawaii." As the dude's
Yes, we need
that
to
was
shout
so
the
sick, dude. Yeah,
the dudes at Paradise sent us a really cool package, and
it was awesome, dude.
I need to get. I've just been too freaking busy, man. But yeah, it's like, did any of you expect a package from Hawaii? I'm like, maybe. I got a friend out that way, and yeah, man, freaking dudes of Paradise. They sent us what's his name? Eli sent us a card. He sent us stickers. He drew a big black hand on the back of the envelope.
Yeah.
Greetings from the islands. So anyhow, yeah, I'm excited for the sticker pack. I was pumped to see that come in. I don't know if I'll make him listen to this whole freaking shitty podcast just to get to the end. Be like, hey man, we shouted you out on the podcast, so we'll see if we can
dude,
pull him in.
Hawaii sounds so sick. He was like, "Yeah, like we do hang out at the beach a lot, but it rains a lot, so we play old school a lot too." I'm just like, wow, I couldn't imagine just like, ah, shit, another rainy day. I guess we gotta play old school today.
Gotta
like,
play old school again. Yeah, I know. So
when he was down, we had gotten this like industrial printer that made stickers, and I was like testing it to just like kind of learn how to use it, and I accidentally printed this like 4-foot-long neck beard sticker.
yeah, the first thing you said was like,
just,
well, the printer works, but all I have is this giant neck beard sticker.
I just typed in the first word that came to my neck. I think somebody on the internet probably called me neck beard, and I'm like, well, the only word that I'm thinking in my head is this, and I did it in all capital letters, like neon green neck beard. So I had this massive sticker, and we just gave it away as a prize at one of our events, and he came. So I gave it to him. He said he put it up. He was
I
going
think
to
he
put it
won
up in
the
Hawaii.
event. I think he showed up and won. He visited Cincinnati and
Yeah.
won the damn event that night. He's like,
Became
I'm
the
putting it
next
on a
dude, yeah.
giant sign on the beach. So I hope somewhere in Hawaii you go down there and you get hit by a coconut and you look up and you're like, oh, I'm on Neckbeard Street. Okay.
It was such a funny sticker, though, dude. The whale, it was like neon green. It was just so big. It was this printer air. It was so funny. Yeah, those dudes are awesome, though. Super.
You want to see
super
the upgrades they got for the cube before we call it a night?
Damn, I just bought one of those cards signed, too. How much did you pay for yours?
I don't know. Too
I
busy
paid like
to
$10
remember.
for Hazan Ogre signed.
Yeah, Zon Ogre signed. I got a Disharmony signed.
Damn, Disharmony. That card's really good. Sword of the Ages? Holy shit.
Sword of the Ages signed.
That's a big one. That's like got to be the biggest one you're going to show me, right? No, the next one's
Got
huge.
the Legionnaire. And
That's
then-
huge.
I got a good
Is
deal
it
on
got a
this,
smiley
man.
face? No
I got a
smiley
snotty,
face.
Brian Snotty land tax with a smiley face.
Oh, it does. Holy shit. Scroll it. Move it down like 6 inches. Move it down off the webcam. Damn, it does have the smiley face.
They did not see that coming. So
That's
I picked
huge.
up all I got.
So you paid the most for Sword of the Ages and land tax. Which one did you pay more for?
I think the land tax was still the most,
Yeah.
but
That's insane.
yeah. But anyhow, my cube is kind of pretty much. I'd love it to be all signed, which is gonna be hard to do, but I get around and I don't know. Somebody just listed a ton of signed stuff, and I think I had, these were things I had 3 of. I needed a 4th, so finishing out sets with the signed cards is the way to go.
eBay's is always like that. It's just like you're looking for signed cards, and like nothing shows up, and then like on the same day, like 10 cards show up. You're like, well, I guess I'm dropping $1,000 today.
Yeah, you're gonna blow it all on the Brian Snotty.
That's insane. Yeah, that's actually completely nuts, dude.
Love that guy, so.
I don't have any. Yeah, that I love white cards and.
That's I think the only one I have with a smiley face is the Diamond Valley. I got a Diamond Valley with a smiley face.
I actually have Volcanic Islands with smiley faces. I got really lucky.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he's not going to do them again, and he doesn't care. He seems to have that attitude, like, yeah, not doing it, done. But, yeah, Akron Legionnaire, we're going to talk about that. I feel like I need to change the casting cost of that in the cube. Probably shouldn't cost 8. What in cube do you make an 8/4 double white?
I forget even what it does because it's so bad.
It's just, I think he's none of your non-artifact creatures may attack except for the Akron Legionnaire. So him and artifacts can attack.
Just make them like still cost 8, but make it crazy. Like
no,
all of your
impossible.
non-artifacts must attack and get like +4/+4.
I think he's 2 blue and is he a 6-drop or a 5-drop? I think it's like he's almost like a
dude in the cube. He's like a 2.
Yeah, in the cube.
The cube's nuts, dude.
Yeah, the cube's nuts. I mean, no one's paying 8 for a freaking card.
Nah.
Maybe a 6. Maybe just make him a 6-drop.
Yeah, probably, dude. I don't know. Probably like 5, honestly.
Yeah, if we're gonna do something aggressive. Nuts. I mean, he doesn't have trample.
The cube is super aggressive.
And he's got what's up on his shirt? Have you ever seen this guy? I mean,
it's like an Ohm sign, right? Like a sun around it.
But look inside of that. There's like a smiley face or something.
Dude, okay, like I don't ever want to like disrespect Mark Poole. His artwork when he tries is not great, but then he does like barbarian artwork, like Akron Legionnaire, or what's that armor card you're playing? What's that like stupid armor card that you're playing in the deck right now? +2/+2?
Yeah, the equipment for +2/+2. I forget what it's called, but yeah.
Like that card, Stang, like, hey, dude, Mark Poole's barbarian mindset is badass. Like this dude, like cleaning the blood off of his sword with that rag. Dude, Mark Poole has like a dark mind, and it's pretty when he gets into it. Yeah, so he's got like the sun on his chest piece and then the moon on like his balls.
Yeah, it looks cooler actually. I mean, it looked a little cheesier on the card when I zoomed in. It looks a little better.
Mark Poole does really great armor sets and stuff. He is like way more. They have
this dude's so badass. He moons you from the front. He's got like moons on the front.
Oh, wow, yeah, you're right.
You're thinking of Ashnod's Battle Gear.
Yeah, dude. I think that's actually might be that card, right?
That's the one you were asking about, yeah.
Mark Poole does such great like barbarian like armor sets and stuff.
Yeah,
that
that
looks
dude.
like straight out of like Conan the Barbarian style stuff, dude. It looks so good.
And he's just like cutting his own hand. He don't care. He's just ripping it
Yeah,
through the hand.
But then he does stuff like Birds of Paradise, and it's just like kind of boring. Like I wish he just stuck with like just like skulls as the belt buckle style artwork, like a saw blade.
That would be
as the
such a
sword.
great prize. I know the Kumite gives out the belt buckle, but imagine if we had a giant gold belt with a skull in the middle of the buckle.
Yeah.
Damn, that would be sweet.
This is like Mark Poole's like prime era, is when he was really into like Conan the Barbarian. Like that dude, Stang, man.
He's got little skulls up here, got a little skull at the bottom.
Yeah, Stang.
Let's look at Stang.
They all kind of wear the same artwork. Like, dude, Mark Poole was really going hard on like the skulls, just random places, and yeah, like Stang has just got like skulls up on his shoes too.
So there's like human skulls, and Stang's just that freaking big. He's
yes,
so big.
Oh yeah, dude.
Look at the
Stang's
double
like
unicorn
9 feet
spike
tall,
coming out of his head.
and they all got that language. You see that sword? I think the battle gear had that language all around it. Like it's just this like made up barbarian language that only Stang, Battle Gear, and Akron Legionnaire know how to talk.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I wonder
Dude,
if
Mark Poole is like
been
super
screwing with
underrated.
this whole time. Like y'all nerds. Cashing
Yeah.
Like I never noticed on the back of Stang's like sword. Look at that skull right there. That's cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Mark Poole is way underrated for his like good artwork, and then way overrated for his like just kind of like boring Birds of Paradise stuff.
Yeah. This shit's right here. This should be Ancestral Recall right here. This dude's drawn 3 fucking cards.
Yeah,
Stang
dude,
has drawn as many cards as he feels like drawing.
Yeah,
This
dude is
spikes
so metal.
on his fingers and on his head.
Yeah, that dude like headbutts you and you die. Yeah,
He's got horns. He's got spikes. Then he's got. I mean, there's no way to hurt Stang. He barely sees these slits in his eyes.
I know we don't want to talk too much about like deck tech like 2 hours into the podcast or anything, but dude, Stang is actually really damn badass with Gauntlet of Might. It was a 4/5. He creating 2 4/5s for 6 mana, pretty much like is a guaranteed win. Like
Drop. You ramp out. You get Gauntlet on turn 3, I guess, pretty typically.
Yeah, we'll take a Mox, yeah.
Yeah. So turn 4, you're dropping 2 4/5s.
Yeah.
Now the other thing you told me that was interesting is that if you Caracas Stang before the twin recognizes it, that twin is forever tied to that original Stang.
Yeah.
I guess
Stang
you play another
himself.
one, then you got two legendary tokens that are gonna like fight each other.
Stang's twin, and then Stang's twin who has disappeared.
Yeah.
So you could have 2 Stang twins, but only one is tied to Stang. So if you were to, tear Stang and Stang's twin would die, but Stang's twin who disappeared would live.
What if we put Stang in the cube non-legendary? That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, because if the token was non-legendary, you could, infinite.
You could potentially hit Caracas and just make endless Stangs. That might be a cool thing to do.
Well, it's kind of cool to do with the token with Diamond Valley, and that's a deck I've not ever made yet, but that's pretty sweet.
That's not bad, especially if he's a freaking 5 defense.
Yeah, dude,
that's hard to beat.
Beating just stopping like Sarah, stopping Urnum, stopping like any little giant slug, white weenie, whatever little aggro challenges, dude, it's just sweet. Big fan of Stang. I think everyone that plays Old School loves Stang, right? He's the most
as you should. Yes, as you should. We won't speak of Stang stock, but I hope it comes around.
When you least expect it. Stang stock just pops up in the back alley and you love it, dude.
When you least expect it.
Yeah, you're not going to expect Stang stock to pop up, dude. We'll be
all right, man. Let's call it. This is a full pod.
Next podcast will be sweet, though, with our new rules for the tournament. So stay tuned, boys and girls.
All right.
Mostly
good night.
Yep, good night.